What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Prime Thierry Henry, one of the big strikers of the game. He's coming in at the moment at about 4 mil on the Xbox, 4.4 on the PlayStation, and more than likely will drop. Thierry has been one of the ones that really should be one of the next level strikers of this game, but I think the biggest thing is going to be his balance. He is a 4-star, 4-star. It is his first striker version. We obviously have on the base and mid, both being left wing, and normally his prime and moments are both strikers. 6'2", medium with the right foot. Obviously, in terms of traits, we have his finesse shot and flair, and obviously an Arsenal legend, as we all know. In terms of the stats, you've got to whack that engine on. 76 balance just with that added bonus is pretty poor for somebody of his stature, but that is the biggest thing that really lets him down. You've obviously got the pace, the shooting, good short pass on him, as well as curve and a little bit of vision. The composure, 86, I think, is a little bit harsh done by, but again, it's still above average. Dribbling, ball control, reactions, and agility are all in the top tier, but it is the balance at 66 on the base that really does kind of spoil the card a little bit. We have got strength, we've got good stamina, and heading for somebody who is 6'2". I'm really interested to see how he is in this game. We've used, I think, his base in draft before, so it's interesting to see what this prime is going to do in comparison, as there is a big jump from 87 rated on his base, 90 to his mid, and 93 to his prime. So let's jump into Thierry and see if he's any decent in this year. Find him on the run there. We've got somebody in the middle. The defender's going to know that. Little dink over the top, find the little volley, and Wijnaldum is very close to opening up in 2 minutes. Into Thierry's got to bury that, and he hits the post. Still got the counter on the go. Find Thierry, and there it is, 1-0 in 4 minutes, and we look like we've already got our first rage quit. Thierry looking for that finesse, defend again, an absolute ball on it there. Lovely, gets the shot, and he's not missing that. Absolutely brilliant. 2 goals, 4 minutes. You love to see it from him, and so far doing well. Obviously against the top tier of opponents, I can imagine he might struggle a little bit, but so far so good with him. His turning's quite nice. Pace is definitely something that's really helping him in this scenario, really. Messi making the run. Thierry finding him just on a little bit. Nothing too spectacular. Messi's going for a bit of Thierry again. Cuts it across. First time with Insigne. Probably again. Should have took a first touch, but tried to see if we could kind of catch him off guard. On a big ball over the top. Centre-back is going to deal with it quite well. Do manage to find it back into Thierry. First touch is okay. Can we get it? And Mendy doing absolutely incredible there. Messi. Oh, it's a beautiful header. Thierry picks it up, goes for the shot, and it's a great save from the keeper. Oh, it's lovely footwork. It is taken away from him. Finds his left foot, and he hits the post again. Oh, Thierry Henry with the finish. I think to me the problem with Thierry is he just naturally, he seems to have this problem that he's just not quite like the R9s, the Eusebios. They're both very simple to use. Oh, nearly there. But in terms of Thierry, he just seems like he struggles a little bit in comparison to what they are, obviously. And I'm kind of talking towards more the 4 million coin strikers. You kind of expect a bit more from him. Obviously, it is the very start of him being out, so I can almost expect him to be a hell of a lot more than what he naturally would be. What on earth is this guy doing? But in terms of that, if I was looking at him for right now and kind of taking him on a face-to-face basis compared to obviously everybody else, I really wouldn't be that impressed with 4 million coins from him. I would quite happily take an Mbappe. And yes, he has got some really good qualities. Obviously, his shooting-wise is absolutely impeccable. That's something you'll never be able to kind of take away from him. Pace-wise is decent, especially for the height of him. But in terms of that balance, I really think it screws up with this guy's animations and just natural how he is on the ball. That can be enough to really kind of just, again, naturally not want him in your team. Thierry looking for that Messi through ball over the top with Alfonso. Gets ahead of him. Got nothing really to show for it here. Tries to find Thierry, and he just gets blocked again. This guy is a very good opponent, and this is kind of a good test for him, because this is probably one of the better opponents that I will play against. Obviously 2-1 up. Thierry making it the first goal, which is always nice. We're looking for that second if we can, and it's an assist, and what a save. Literally Messi through on goal. You won't see much like that before. Thierry into Messi. Messi looking across, finds a bit for Xavi, and it all comes from Henry, Messi and Xavi going through there. You love to see the comeback this time round. First touch from Thierry. Got multiple runs going through. He's going to find him over the top. Can we get the chest? And Atal is going to do enough. He's not quite got that strength presence that we see from a lot of the big time strikers, especially the taller strikers, but we do find him in here, finds his left foot across, and he's managed to do it. 81st minute, Thierry with one of the most important goals in a Foot Champs game, and that is what you want from him. That is the crucial point, and again, like I say, that is what a big striker can get you sometimes, and even the ones that necessarily, like I say before, not that as impressive as kind of as I wanted. And we're going to find him here again. Going to find that left foot, and it's a good save. But they can change the game. Your Messis, your Neymars, your Mbappes, they're the gold cards that change games. You're looking at your R9s, Eusebios, Georgie Best, Garincha, Hullet, Vieira, Henry. They are the ones that will change games also, but in the icon form. And then obviously you do have the rankings of where do they fall into. So I think for me, he does. Henry does come into a very good category. But in terms of the top tier of strikers, I think he's just under. And I think it is mainly because of that balance, unfortunately. Oh, he's only gone and done it. Chips. Oh, no, he hasn't. And he's got the header. Thank God. That is beautiful. Managed to concede just before the 90th. So it's taken us into extra time. And again, Henry pops up. Very lucky to get that second header. I thought the keeper most definitely would have potentially gone for the save there. But we do manage to get a little bit lucky in that element. Oh, he's found it. He's managed to hold on. He does keep the ball. Oh, he's found him. He's going to have to go for the foul because he knows Henry is always going to bury that. And it is a beautiful 2-goal lead in the 105th. Still going into the overall for Thierry then. So 3.8, 4.4, obviously no history. So I don't know if actually any have sold. Personally, I feel like he's probably not going to be just yet because I don't think people are going to be paying this much for him unless he is your icon. He's your kind of grow up hero. Then fair enough. Like, do you? I would 100% wait, as we can see. 370, 620 on the Xbox, and then 3.8. He is a good striker, don't get me wrong. He is fantastic at going forward. I just think animations-wise, it is a struggle. It is a little bit of a struggle compared to the other strikers in this sort of category with this high kind of price. Say if we quickly have a look at strikers in terms of icons. So if we're looking, obviously R9, so we'll even look at mid-Pele. He's going to be a hell of a lot better for the same price. Del P, going to be very good. Pushkas, going to be very good. And they're going to have that same ability for a lot less. You're looking at your R9s, your Eusebios. They're going to be the elite of the elite, and that is why they're that much. Same with Cantona. He's going to play a different role, so I don't want to get that twisted. But again, he's going to have something unique with him. I think Henry's absolutely been robbed of this. His balance is just not quite there. Again, even the strength side of stuff, he necessarily wasn't the strongest player, but I feel like he definitely had a bit more about him in terms of being able to hold the ball off as an actual striker, and this is why he's one of the greatest Premier League strikers. We've got a whole load of them, and yes, some translate to FIFA better. We look at Alan Shearer, again, one of the best Premier League strikers in history. But he doesn't play well on FIFA naturally from what he is in terms of kind of his attributes. He doesn't fit the meta of FIFA. Whereas Henry, I feel like definitely should do. It is literally animation-wise, seems okay, but there is times where it struggles. But the balance for him has really, really shot him in the foot, I think. Other than that, the pace is fantastic. Does feel quite quick on the ball. Obviously, we whacked the engine on him just to get that 10 balance, which does give him 99 pace. Shooting is fantastic, as we saw. Scoring plenty of goals and crucial goals as well. Passing-wise was decent. I didn't really notice too many problems there. The short 1-2s are always fantastic with him. And again, even the dribbling, it's okay, it's just not quite that elite standard worth of X amount of million. I would 100% rather go for an Mbappe who is under 1 million coins and be more happy, but that is kind of what you want to get, and Henry is the price tag what he is at the moment. He will drop down, and naturally as the progression of the game happens, we'll have more and more strikers who are just as good and even better than him that are more affordable. So overall, Henry, I'd still give him a good rating. I'm going to go a 9 out of 10. I just think that balance and even slightly fixed animations would really sort this card out to make him a 10 out of 10. If I was just going on his shooting, he's definitely a 10 out of 10, but as a whole card, for 4 million, I'm going to have to give him a 9 out of 10. So if you did enjoy the video, make sure you do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.